Good morning, Gen Pop. So, I made a video yesterday, and my plan was to post it and whatnot. Got a little sidetracked at work, no big deal. But then all of a sudden, last night, I had another issue occur, event, whatever you want to call it. And it got me thinking. I definitely was heated. But I figured I could do that video and then just combine the two, or maybe post them together today, kind of like a 2-for-1 deal on a Wednesday. I don't know. Anyways, last week I made a video about ownership, owning your mistakes, owning the people that you work or that work for you, or you work for, owning up to what you screwed up on. Cool. That should resonate for everybody that has a job or in general in life. So, yesterday was at work and, things kind of ran a little late. Boss lady was trying to get some stuff taken care of for dinner. Didn't happen. She's like, hey, do you mind doing drive-through? I was like, okay, fine, not a problem. Don't know what sort of catastrophic failure we had in the kitchen, but it didn't work out, whatever she was trying to do. Cool. So I go, we figure out what we want, she puts in the mobile order. Cool. Get there, tell them what the order is. All right, great. Pull forward, cool, get the drinks, pull around, wait for the food. 5 minutes later, get the food. Individual comes out with like 3 bags, whatever, little meal for the rookie, a bundle pack, and there's this smaller bag, but the individual that hands them out is like, okay, here's your meal, or here's the kid's meal, here's the other one, and that's it. I'm like, okay, cool. Now, I'm under the impression that I'm going to utilize the most space available in any sort of carrying device. Meaning, if I have a heavier duty box, I'm going to try to fill that with as many items as I physically can, as long as they'll fit. Obviously, if they don't fit, I'm not going to put them in there. I'm going to put them in like a separate bag or something. But these 2 additional items that we had ordered were very, very small, and they would have easily fit in this box. So okay. I figure they're a food service professional. They should know what's going on. I had the receipt. I get about halfway, and I've got this little nitpicking thought in the back of my mind, like, I bet you they fucking forgot my stuff. I bet you. Pull over, open up the bag, box, whatever you want to call it. I'm looking, I'm checking off things on the receipt. Yep, sure shit. Missed 2 items. Cool. Luckily, I'm not that far away. So, pull a Yui, haul butt back over there, go through the drive-thru again. Like, hi, how can I help you? Like, yeah, just came through. Your guy, whoever it was that brought the food out, forgot to give me my other 2 items. Oh, I'm sorry. Blah, blah, blah. Go through, hit the first window, hit the second window. The guy at the second window brings the bag out. Same fucking bag that he had beforehand. It's like, oh, here's your sandwiches or whatever. Have a good day. Like, he's doing me a favor. Now, it may not seem like it, but many, many moons ago, I was a young lad, and I worked in the food service industry. I worked in a franchise that we had cold items, we had hot items. And yes, did I screw up? Of course I did. Why? Because I was learning. I made one big F up, and that was my only one. I didn't say I didn't screw up anymore, or I didn't make mistakes anymore, like forgetting to put fries down, or, putting ketchup in the bag, or, hey, I asked for a lid. Okay, cool. These are all things that are, reasonable. But, I did make one catastrophic mistake, and I learned from that. From there, I was detail-oriented. I ensured that what was on the receipt was in the bag. I double-checked it, and I'd read it back to them. So, here's my gripe. People that are currently working in the food industry are demanding that they get, at least $15 minimum wage. And I understand that inflation has occurred since in the last 20 years. I get that. I received about $6.25 an hour. Inflation of the dollar, the economy in general, things are costing more. Gas is on the rise, all that stuff. All those different costs incur, which then makes your dollar have to go further. So naturally, you would have to pay the workers more money. So, whatever the inflation amount is, I don't know the percentage right now, but, the $6.25 I was getting an hour should equate roughly to around the $15 that they're getting now. With that being said, if you're going to get paid more for doing the same job I did back then, know what the hell you're doing. Take pride in what you do and own up to when you F up. That's it. All right? Now, did the individual who, mistakenly forgot to give me the other bag or whatever, did he purposely do it? No, I don't assume so. The individual did not seem like a, underhanded individual. He wasn't out to get me. He wasn't trying to diabolically, foil my plans or anything like that. But it still cost me gas to drive through the drive-thru, or to drive to that restaurant in general because it's a little out of the way. It cost me gas to drive home from that restaurant, only to turn around to drive back to it, go through the drive-thru again, and then back home. So quite literally, he's taking additional money out of my pocket in a roundabout sort of way because he made a mistake. Now, could I have also verified what was on the receipt compared to what I got? Yeah. But as the customer, I should not have to double check what I order. It's up to the food service industry worker that when the customer places the order, as long as it's not super confusing, which it wasn't, to go ahead and make the order the way it was specified. I mean, for God's sakes, half the registers are freaking pictures now. It doesn't take a lot of brain power to figure out what a person's ordering. Now, if they start saying, yes, I want, no seeds on the bun, I want no pickles, add relish, you start throwing different weird shit on there, fine. But we literally just ordered from the menu. That's it. I mean, they have screens, they have computer screens that tell you what order is supposed to go. They get a receipt that tells you what is supposed to go on the order. So it's all lined up. They literally just have to look in the bags, in the boxes, in whatever, verify what's on the little piece of paper is in that carrying device, and then give it to people. And I know a lot of you are going to say, well, why don't you complain to the manager? Why don't you complain to corporate? I can do that. That's not a problem. It's worked before. They completely, we've gone to that restaurant before and they've failed to give out items that were like number 1, number 2 on the receipt. We had to drive back. You know, we were able to get coupons back, which is fine. You know, the point being, I should not have to complain to corporate if workers are taking ownership in what they do, taking pride in the fact that they have a job, and they want to do the best of their ability, you know, and make that experience for a customer something that they want to go back to. For example, Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A workers are so happy to see you. You know? Same thing with Culver's, you know. What do I have the pleasure of making for you today, or whatever they say. You know? I mean, you could get everything you want at Chick-fil-A. Say you didn't get something, and they're like, oh, my bad. Here's your item plus a couple other items. We sincerely apologize for any inconvenience we caused you. I mean, it's ridiculous. You know, they go out of the way to ensure the customer is happy, which is awesome. A little creepy at times, but awesome. So, I guess my question is, why can't other companies kind of get on that same level? At least for ensuring that whatever you ordered was right. I mean, I'm not asking the worker to do surgery. You know, bun, meat, cheese, topping, bun, wrap, done. Anyways, that's my gripe this morning. It's a little earlier than I normally do these things. So, if you like what you see, please go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Hit the bell to subscribe up top. If you guys have any suggestions for videos or questions again that you want answered, obviously there's certain things I can't answer just because. But if you're curious, again, what's the weirdest thing you've seen at work or dealt with at work? How do I, general questions about joining the military, opinions I may have about, different bases or whatever, okay? Go ahead, please put them in the comments below. I appreciate everyone that takes the time to view my videos. Obviously, the quality is not the best. These aren't paid videos or anything like that, so I'm using what I can, or what I have with, to do what I can. So, from the bottom of my heart, I do thank you. Anyways, have a safe Wednesday. If you're up on 2 wheels, ride safe. Watch all the crazies in the cages, and have a soon-to-be Thanksgiving.